Mayor Greenberg shared his plans to update Louisville fire buildings. The ribbon was cut on Fern Creek Park's new tennis and pickleball courts. And we have all the information you need for the upcoming Turtle Derby. All that and more on Louisville This Week. I'm Althea Jackson, Director of Boards and Commissions. At his weekly press update, Mayor Craig Greenberg praised the work of the first responders who saved a man when his truck dangled off of I-65.
On Sunday, as you all know, our brave first responders from Louisville Fire Department, Rescue 2, rappelled off the I-65 overpass near downtown just south of the Kennedy Bridge to rescue a driver of a semi-truck that was hanging over the edge of the highway. And Chief, I just want to thank everyone on Louisville Fire Department, all of you and your colleagues, for that amazing work once again on Sunday, where the world sees the great heroism that you all exhibit every day. It took about 30 minutes, and amazingly, the driver was uninjured in this effort. Thank you all so much. I also want to thank dispatcher Martina Werner, who is with us here today. Martina took the call from the driver, calmly dealt with him and helped the driver through this challenging situation when he literally thought he might be losing his life, to help him stay calm and focused and with her during this period of time so that he was safely rescued.
Louisville Fire Department Engine 23 needs major renovations, and Mayor Greenberg is working to make those upgrades a reality.
The Louisville Fire Department is the third oldest professional fire department in the United States. That comes with a lot of history. We're very proud of that, but that also comes with a lot of age, a lot of wear and tear. We have 6 of our stations that are older than 100 years. This station here was built in the early 1950s. It was a different time.
They're willing to put their safety and their lives at risk to help protect others. And for far too long in our city, Louisville Fire Department has been underfunded, and our firehouses have been in disrepair. And where we are today, Engine 23 is one example of a firehouse in need of support. Because of the age and the size of this building, Engine 23 cannot accommodate female firefighters to be housed here. That's simply unacceptable.
And as we're making these repairs, at some point, you have to rip off the Band-Aid and replace instead of repair. We need facilities that contribute to the daily health and wellness of our firefighters. If you think about your firefighters, we work a schedule that's 24 hours on, 48 hours off. So 1/3 of our lives is spent here serving the community. And we want those to be modern facilities that contribute to their health and well-being. We need workout space. We need gender-neutral areas, so that basically unisex bedrooms, bathrooms, so that everybody can feel safe, comfortable in this environment that they're at for 1/3 of their lives. I invite you to please come down to our fire station at 18th and Garland to see the improvements there. It's impressive. If you go by Floyd and Jefferson, the new windows that are up there, it's impressive. We're making changes and we're continuing to press forward.
The search is underway for a new director of the Office of Violence Prevention.
And the mission of our newly renamed Office of Violence Prevention will be to support the strategies and vision laid out in the Safe Louisville Plan. And now we're looking for a new director of the Office for Violence Prevention. It's an exciting opportunity to get in on the ground floor of this work, to be part of transformative work to prevent violent crime in our city. We want to cast as wide a net as possible as we search for the new director of Office of Violence Prevention. So we're encouraging qualified applicants citywide across the region or country to apply, to work to join in to make our city safer, stronger, and healthier in every single neighborhood. It has been the honor of my lifetime to be a public servant in this role, and I know there are others that would find a role in metro government incredibly rewarding, as I do, and I encourage people to apply.
LMPD held a press conference to release video from an officer-involved shooting from the 1600 block of Lincoln Avenue on Saturday, April 26, 2025.
On April 26th at approximately 10:30 p.m., LMPD officers responded to a 911 call from a home in the 1600 block of Lincoln Avenue. The caller said a male in the home was intoxicated, had gotten into an argument with someone else inside the home, had retrieved a firearm and armed himself, and also during that 911 call, fires a shot into the floor of the home. When officers arrived on scene, the male was in the driveway, and officers encountered the male in the driveway. He was armed with that firearm. The male placed the gun to his head and engaged with officers verbally. He was visibly distraught during this engagement, and others were still hiding inside of the house. Officers knew that they had to get those individuals out of that house and get them to safety. They were still on the phone with 911 callers as officers were in their driveway. Officers acted very quickly, and they did get some of the individuals outside to safety. However, one individual still remained inside the home, and so an officer went inside the home to protect that person and to get that person outside of that house. While inside that home, the man re-enters the home and encounters the officer. The officer instructs the man to drop the weapon, which he does not, and he strikes him in the arm. The officer fires his gun and strikes him in the arm.
Drop the gun! Fuck!
The man was then taken to University of Louisville Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. He has since been booked into Louisville Metro Department of Corrections with charges. Our public integrity unit is the lead on this investigation.
The city cut the ribbon on the new tennis and pickleball courts at Fern Creek Park.
We are opening even more pickleball courts, which our community clearly wants more of. They're getting great use all over the city, and so it's wonderful to be here with others to open this part of it. And that brings us here today. Here today to celebrate these 6 new pickleball courts and 2 new tennis courts that are officially opening at Fern Creek Park.
Louisville Metro Council members Tammy Hawkins and Anthony Piagentini shared information on participating in the local government process.
Welcome to Historic City Hall. I am Tammy Hawkins, a member of the leadership team with the Louisville Metro Council.
And I'm Anthony Piagentini, another member of the leadership team within the Louisville Metro Council. Our Metro Council members are your dedicated representatives within Louisville Metro government. We're a legislative body consisting of 26 unique districts, spanning from the heart of downtown to Fairdale to Shawnee Park and Jeffersontown. I have the honor of representing District 19.
I represent District 1. At City Hall, we work to pass meaningful legislation that serves the best interests of our community, including the critical task of approving the city's budget.
Our top priority is ensuring the public's safety while enhancing everyone's quality of life through strong economic opportunities across all parts of our city. We collaborate closely with the mayor and other Metro government departments to achieve these goals.
The public is welcome to attend any Metro Council meeting or committee meeting in our historic council chambers. If you and your group would like to schedule a tour, please call 502-574-1100.
Please use this directory to locate the council members who represent you. Stay in touch with them and stay on top of the issues that you feel are important.
If you would like to follow the Metro Council and committee meetings, you can sign up for notifications on Metro Council's website, www.louisvilleky.gov/Metro Council.
Thanks again for visiting the Louisville Metro Council.
The Fraternal Order of Police held their annual Fallen Officers Memorial Service in Jefferson Square Park.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
This morning I counted it an honor to have put on the same uniform as some of our fallen heroes. This day is not about us. It's about the men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice to protect the citizens of Louisville and this great Commonwealth. It's about honoring their sacrifice and the families they left behind.
And this ceremony and this memorial remind us how far law enforcement officers go every day to keep the rest of us safe. I am so grateful to each and every one of you for what you do on behalf of the 800,000 people in our city.
God's grace than when we first begun.
The Louisville Metro Office for Immigrant Affairs held their International Youth Empowerment Program.
We are here in the Mayor's Gallery, where we were about to celebrate the completion ceremony of the newest program of the Office for Immigrant Affairs, the International Youth Empowerment Program. It's a program for students who are in high school, who really have an ideal interest in serving more, volunteerism and community engagement, but also want to learn more about city government and how they can impact change. So I'm here with some students who will be sharing about their experience in the program.
So far, it's been so good. I learned many things. I learned how to work with I learned to work as a group and how to talk in a public environment. Yeah, it's been really great.
Yeah. What is one thing that you've learned so far that you will use in life or in your next step after high school?
For sure, I will use how to work as a group. It really helped me. Yeah, I will for sure use that.
And what is your presentation about today?
My presentation is about public transport and talk, and all the issues with it and all everything.
My name is Mia Cabrera. I'm in Southern High School, and I'm presenting about the importance of giving money to schools and why should we keep the education? Why should we prioritize it?
What has the experience been like for you being in this program?
It was pretty fun. I enjoyed being in this program a lot. I learned how to, be more connected with the people because I used to be very on my own. And being in this project, talking to other people, getting to know each other, it really helped me out to my experience and skills.
And which presentation of all the people that came to the program to speak to you, or which presentation did you like the most?
I think I like them all. All of them have their own thing, their own touch, their own personality. But I think I like the immigration ones. There's one that's going to talk about the misinformation about immigration. There's one that's going to talk about the trash and littering. And I think those are the most important one, but the other ones are really important too as well that are part of the community. So I think all of them are really important, yeah, but I like them all.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Schweinhart, and I've been at Southern for going on 8 years now. And my role at Southern as a Frisky, which is Family Resource Youth Service Center coordinators here in the state of Kentucky, our job is to remove barriers to academics. So anything within the school that may be an issue, whether it's food, clothing, finances, in this situation, we're working with a whole nother progress for our students, so it's just to remove barriers.
Yeah. And why was this program important for your work and for Southern High School?
Southern is a very diverse community. We have about 40% Latino in our student population among students from many other countries. And so when Dr. Lakwani came to us and said she had an idea that she wanted to pilot, I thought this would be great to give our students a voice so that they could speak about their experiences coming into the city in hopes to try to make it better.
Yeah. And how do you see for this program improving or developing over time if we were to continue it?
I very much hope that we continue it, and I foresee getting more students to participate, bringing in more community mentors and leaders to talk with our students, because just with these 4 meetings that we had with these students, they have come with some superb ideas on how to change our city, and it's things that maybe you or I living here consistently wouldn't have thought of, but these students being a breath of fresh air, telling us how we can make our city great again, I think it's going to be wonderful in the future.
My name is Sir Gomez Jansungo. I'm from Angola. I'm going to present about apprentice skills. It's going to be more about focusing on youths in the streets who got lost so they can come back and learn skills in life that can help them and bright their future.
Yeah, that's another great presentation and an issue that is on people's minds here in Louisville. What was your favorite presentation throughout the program of all the people that came to speak to you all?
The I love most from my friend Junior. He was talking about TARC. I saw a nice opportunity The apprentice skills we can run off transportation and eager transportation setup. That's why it's one of the most. We have one talking about the trash, and it's nice to keep our city where we live, our environment clean.
Any lessons that you have learned, any new skill or any new information that you have gained that you will use in the future?
Yeah, there is bunch. I learned how to work as a group. I learned how to build a plane. I never built a plane before, so it was my first time and I was excited. And not be nervous for the first, don't be nervous in everything that's the first time, don't be nervous.
Here we are with the Executive Director of Sea Forward Ministries. Kevin, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Amos.
And what was the experience that you had engaging with the students and the International Youth Empowerment Program?
It was a great experience. Sometimes you get to talk to the students and share about your own leadership experience and see the curiosity and take their questions. It's always inspiring and great. So it was a great experience overall. We just did it this past week and we went there and shared our own leadership experience and inspired them to continue to stick around, remain in the program. We believe this is going to be something that they're going to look back at and appreciate. So thanks for putting this on. It's a great endeavor. I would say this is a needed program. There is a great interest in the young people who are going through this. With our own organization, we have a youth mentorship program that's coming up, and we are going to be partnering with JCPS, 3 schools, particularly Newcomer Academy, Seneca, and Iroquois High School, to mentor over 100 youth over 18 months. So by learning what you're doing, there's ways that we can collaborate. There's ways we can learn from each other always. But if anything, we just realize and we're encouraged by the fact that this is a needed program, that the young people are looking for this.
One of the components of the International Youth Empowerment Program is that every student is paired with a mentor who is a professional working here in Louisville that can help them not only with their projects, but also to help them connect them with individuals, institutions here in our city, but also just in general, just some life or career advice. We're here with one of the mentors. Could you introduce yourself? What's your name and what do you do?
Yes, I am Kay Gunasena. I am an IT manager at Humana.
Thank you so much. What inspired you to participate in this program?
One of my colleagues was talking about this program and if we were interested to mentor students, so that got my interest and to volunteer.
Yeah. Yes. And what is one of the biggest takeaways you had after participating in the program?
These students are our future leaders, and how much of enthusiasm they have out there to help other students in their community and talking about the problems they have and figuring out a solution. So that was the biggest takeaway, how much can I influence or help them with anything with my experience as well.
Yes. So would you do this in the future when you're called to mentor another student next year?
Absolutely. I would love to.
All right. You heard it from mentors, teachers, youth service center coordinators at Southern High School, and some students as well. We hope that you will reach out to the Office for Immigrant Affairs if you have any information about how you can get involved in the International Youth Empowerment Program.
The Little Sisters of the Poor's 33rd Annual Turtle Derby is coming up on Saturday, May 17th, but this year it will be a little different.
Churchill Downs has the fastest 2 minutes in sports, and we have the slowest. This is our 34th Turtle Derby. It's like a wonderful church picnic. We have booths, we have all of the things that you'd find. Wherever it lands, that's the winner. We may not have live turtles, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So it really is, it's a church picnic with turtle races. So that's always been our claim to fame. And if you've never experienced it, I'm sorry, and I hope one day we will have live turtles again because they are fun little guys. It's not an event that we can put on and spend a lot of money on, but we have some dedicated sponsors like Sandy's Pet Shop and Horner Novelty that make it a possibility. Ultimately, it's a fundraiser to support the work of the Little Sisters of the Poor. The home is 34 years old. We opened in May of 1991, and the Turtle Derby started in 1992.
Our mission is to the neediest elderly and to care for them as we would care for Christ, you know, in a real family spirit.
The Little Sisters, that's just their mission, is to take care of the elderly poor.
So it's a very bright and airy atmosphere in the home.
We have 26 apartments and 50 rooms.
We have independent living apartments for the well elderly. Right now we have 27 residents. That includes one couple. And this is a guest room. It gives you an idea what it looks like. Living room and kitchenette. The residents enjoy the view outside because we have deer on the property very often, so the apartment residents socialize among themselves, and just like a regular neighborhood, you know, it's lovely. Staff members have to come and go. They have a life outside of the home, so the residents know Sister is always going to be here for me. It's really a beautiful thing, you know. It's not like we work at the home, like this is our home.
35 of them are nursing beds and 15 of them are personal care beds.
A lot of these seniors have worked so hard during their life and supported a lot of times a large family and given a lot to their communities. And through no fault of their own, they end up in a very precarious situation, you know, not being able to afford rent, having to choose whether to pay for their medicines or their food. And it's really a shame. We can't take care of everybody, you know, but we try to do our little part. Arts and crafts room in here, ceramics shop. You can see some of the little turtles that they're making. But look at the face. It's very cute.
They just want them to be happy and to live the best life possible.
And then this is our auditorium. This is our activity calendar. It's constant decoration, you know. February 14th, Mardi Gras, they have bingo in here 2 or 3 times a week. All kinds of things going on.
We have our own state fair. They absolutely transformed this place into a mini state fair. We've been to the ballet. The sisters aren't taking care of their elderly poor. They're taking care of the community's elderly poor. And the community steps up. That unit has long since seen its life. We're working on updating our kitchen. We've served 11 million meals out of that kitchen. So, you know, we're working to replace the appliances in the kitchen because right now we're spending a lot of money getting things fixed. Medicaid and Medicare and what the residents can afford pays approximately 50%. So donations keep the doors open. They get bigger, the bigger the race you're in. This is our 34th Turtle Derby. We want you to come because it is fun.
It's not just us, you know, and so what you see, say, at an event, a fundraising event like the Turtle Derby, it's great because it's like Old Home Week, all these people that come in, and a lot of them are benefactors, bringing their little kids, their grandkids, and you really get a sense of the family spirit.
Mayor Greenberg is keeping the public informed with his weekly Mayor's Minute.
What a great Derby weekend it was as we welcomed the world to our city for the amazing annual event. And now as we launch into summer and spring, I'm here at Kentucky Kingdom in the new Discovery Meadows, which has just opened after an $11 million investment in this park. It's better than ever, and I hope you and your family have some time to visit it this summer. We're right back at work after the Derby, focused on our budget, working to make Louisville safer, stronger, and healthier. This week we focused on our investment in public safety, in building the first new firehouse in over 15 years in Louisville, replacing Engine 23, and doing more to support all of the public service agencies that do so much to keep you and me safe every week. We'll be continuing to work with Metro Council over the next month to pass a budget that moves Louisville forward in an exciting new direction. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers all across Louisville.
we continue our Metro Council member profiles with new District 22 Metro Council person Kevin Bratcher.
My name is Councilman Kevin Bratcher. I was first elected to the Metro Council in November of 2024 after serving several years in the Kentucky House of Representatives. I'm a graduate of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University with a master's from Webster University. I served in the United States Navy and worked as a technical school instructor for 20 years. I am married to Maria, who works at GE Appliance Park, and I currently serve as the Vice Chair of the Metro Council's Ad Hoc Committee on Boards and Commissions, and I am a member of the Planning and Zoning Committee and the Public Works Committee. District 22 is geographically compact with Bardstown Road running through its center. The district runs from Stony Brook Drive in the north to the Bullitt County line in the south, and from Beulah Church Road on the west to Billtown Road on the east. District 22 is one of the fastest growing districts. Growth in our area has exploded with millions of dollars invested in retail and dining developments, with more planned. Additionally, I'm very proud of the new state-of-the-art Fern Creek Library, which is currently under construction on property adjacent to our Chamber of Commerce, Firehouse, and Fern Creek High School. Our district is also home to Fern Creek Park, which is the proud home of the Miracle League of Louisville, providing those with disabilities an opportunity to play organized baseball side by side in a fun, innovative playground. District 22 is home of the community's greatest amenities, Broad Run and Turkey Run parks, which are part of the Parklands, as well as Fern Creek High School. We are home to neighborhoods such as Glen Mary, Little Springs Farm, Oakland Hills, Brandywine, Keeling Place, Seton Place, Cedar Creek Gardens, Cedar Creek Estates, Adams Run, Jefferson Trace, and Wingate Meadows. To learn more about District 22, you can reach me at 574-1122 or via email at kevin.bratcher@louisvilleky.gov.
You're never at a loss for something to do in Louisville. Roseanne Maston with Louisville Tourism has suggestions for what you might enjoy this month.
Hi, I'm Roseanne Maston with Louisville Tourism. Mark your calendar for a few of these events happening this week. Racing City SC plays Gotham FC on May 9th at Lynn Family Stadium. The game starts at 8 p.m. to cheer on our professional women's soccer team. Kentucky Kingdom will reopen for its 2025 season on Saturday, May 10th. Kentucky's largest theme park offers family-friendly entertainment with over 70 rides and attractions, including 5 world-class roller coasters. Also taking place on May 10th is the 4th annual International Food Truck Festival at the Big 4 Lawn. Enjoy eating around the world with local vendors while watching various cultural performance entertainment. Enjoy an evening with Kenny G at the Louisville Palace on May 14th. Known as a successful smooth jazz saxophonist and composer, Kenny G is widely regarded as the best-selling instrumental musician of all time. May 14th is also Food Truck Wednesday, where you can enjoy a variety of delicious options from local food trucks, along with live music on South 4th Street between Jefferson Street and Market Street. Food truck hours are 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get more details about these events and others at gotolouisville.com. Just click on the calendar of events.
May is Get Caught Reading Month, and Metro TV was out on the streets of Louisville to find out what people say is their favorite book.
My favorite book is Llama Llama Red Pajama.
Favorite book is The Outsiders.
My favorite book at the time is the Selection Series by Kira Cass.
My favorite book of all time is Unbroken by Laura Hillenbard, I believe, and it's the story of Louis Zamborini. He was an Army soldier, actually an Air Force soldier, but he was a bombardier, and he was captured by the Japanese prisoner of war, and it's a true story, and it goes basically all into the trials and tribulations he felt as a prisoner of war.
My favorite book is Charlotte's Web. Shout out to my elementary teacher, Miss Elliott. She put me on, you feel me? We used to read the book and watch the movie every Christmas. She gave us Christmas mugs and blankets with our names on it and everything. So ever since, Charlotte's Web.
My favorite book is Siddhartha by Herman Hesse.
My favorite book novel is Harry Potter.
Thank you for watching Louisville This Week. Please share Metro TV with your family and friends and ask them to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X. And download our app on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Have a wonderful week.